Good morning, students. Today's topic is very important as far as your alternate to practical paper is concerned. That is actually paper number 4 of physics O levels. And today's topic is ticker tape in the chapter of kinematics. So concentrate yourself. This is one of the very technical topic because some technicalities will be used which you have to understand. So this topic is normally considered a tough one, and students are always confused in this topic. So if you concentrate, I guarantee you this will be a very easy topic. So, but the thing is attentiveness. So we are going to start now. The ticker tape timer is a small electrical vibrator which moves a metal pin up and down 50 times every second. So this is the thing, a ticker tape timer is a electrical vibrator which actually put 50 dots in every 1 second. As figure below shows, every time the pin moves downward, it presses a carbon paper disc and makes a dot on the paper tape which passes underneath. So a short thing to remember in this paragraph is a ticker tape timer is an electrical device which put actually 50 dots in 1 second. So moving forward, the paper tape is attached to a trolley. So this is a trolley, a paper tape is attached as shown in the figure below, and the dots on the tape form a complete record of the motion of the trolley. So as the trolley moves forward, they are put dots like this. Here is the pin which is putting dots. So it keeps a total record. So a tape keeps the total record of the motion of the trolley. The further apart the dots, the faster the trolley is moving. So this is very simple thing. If the trolley is moving, dots will be very closer, and if the trolley is moving fast, the dots will be further apart from one another. The typical length of the paper tape are shown in figure 4a and 4b. So here is a figure 4a. Figure 4a shows a tape produced by a trolley moving at constant velocity, because distance between every 2 dots is same. So this shows that trolley is moving with constant velocity. But in figure 4b, so here is figure 4b. So if you look at the starting, dots are very close to each other, then distance increase, then further increase, then further increase, then further increase. It means trolley is accelerating. So look now, figure 4b shows a tape from a trolley which is accelerating uniformly. The distance between dots gives the distance moved by the trolley in 1/50th second, because in 1 second the pin will put 50 dots. So the distance between 2 dots, the time will be 1/50. That is equal to 0.02 seconds. So look now, the distance between dots gives the distance moved by the trolley in 1/50th of a second, that is 0.02 second. This measurement does not change when the trolley is traveling at a constant velocity, but it becomes larger and larger if the trolley is accelerating. So no need to confuse. The time between 2 dots will always be 0.02 second, because the pin is putting 50 dots in 1 second. 50 dots in 1 second. So the time taken between 2 dots is 1/50th seconds, that is 0.02 seconds. So this is very simple thing, students. Yes, the thing is, if dots are very closer to each other, it means trolley is moving slow. If the dots are very far apart from each other, it means trolley is moving at high speed. The chart in figure 5 below is made by chopping up the tape in figure 4b into sections 10 dot space, because in 4b this is actually 50 dots which a pin put in 1 second. So these are actually 50 dots. So a person cut the paper into 5 parts. So first 10 dots, then 10 dots, then 10, then 10, and then 10. So it means this is actually 1 second process which is divided in 5 portions. So in 10 dots will take 0.2. So look now, 1 by 50th second is required, the distance between 2 dots. So for 10 dots, 10 by 50. So 10 by 50 will be 0.2. So it means for 10 dots, time will be 0.2 seconds. For next 10 dots, time will also be 0.2 seconds. For 10, for next 10, for next 10, time will be same. Time will be same. So a person has cut the tape which is produced in 1 second into 5 parts. So first 10 dots, then 10 dots, then 10 dots, then 10 dots, then 10 dots. And here are the 5 parts. The chart in figure below made by chopping up the tape in 4p into sections of 10 dots spaces long. So here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every part is having 10 dots on it, and every part will take 0.2 seconds. So in total, up to this will be 0.8 seconds. So this is the time. The length of each section therefore gives the distance traveled by the trolley in 1/5 of the second. The acceleration of the trolley can be found from measurement made on the ticker tape. So this is very simple thing, students. Look now. Here we are going to do an experiment to determine the average speed of the trolley using a ticker tape timer. So we are going to find the average speed. Attach the tape from our ticker tape timer to the rear of the small trolley. Start the timer and give the trolley a small push, enough to carry it to the end of the bench and stop. You may need to practice this a few times before you attach the tape. Okay? Now, you will start the process. Here is the trolley. The tape is attached to the rear of the trolley, which is passing through the ticker tape timer. Now you will give a gentle push to the trolley so that the trolley moves ahead. So look now, measure the length of the tape between the first dot and the last dot to find the total distance traveled by the trolley. So the distance traveled. Now you will pick the tape and you will find the distance. So total distance traveled by the trolley. Then count the gaps between the dots and calculate the total time for the trolley's journey. So now you will count the dots. How many dots have made on the trolley in the motion of the trolley. Remembering that the gap between two dots represents 0.02 seconds. So this is the fixed thing which you have to remember. The time taken between the two dots is 0.02 seconds. So this is the fixed thing. For putting 50 dots, the time is 1 by 50th. For every between two dots, the time is 1 by 50th second. For putting 50 dots, time is 1 second. So this is the fixed thing which you have to remember. So look now, the gap between two dots represents 0.02 seconds. You may need to discard the first few dots if you are very close together. Okay, you will have noticed that the spacing of the dots varies over the trolley's journey. Cut the tape into strips. Each open dots each represents a time of 0.2 seconds, but the distance traveled in this equal time period is different. Calculate the average speed of the trolley for each of 0.2 seconds period and compare these speeds with the average speed you found in three aboves. So we will do after this some questions that will make your concepts more clear. So look now, here is a question that will make your concepts more clear. So what kind of the experiment this is? So here is a question. A and B represent part of the ticker tape of the trolley run. So here is A and here is a B, that is a part of the tape. Calculate the average acceleration and distance traveled if each successive tick represent a time interval of 1/50th second. So look now, from A, here is A. So from first to second dot, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 dots are there. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots are here. Okay, look now. Time for 5 ticks. 5/50 second, because for every one dot, time will be 1/50 a second. I'm telling you again and again, because for 50 dots, time is 1 second. For one dot, time will be 1/50 second. And for 5 dots, time will be 5/50 second. Solve it on the calculator. This is the time. So look now. Distance given is 1.8. So distance is 1.8. Velocity will be total distance over total time. So total distance is 1.8. Time is 0.1. So solve it on calculator. This is the velocity for A portion. Now we will find the velocity for B portion. So again, we will find the time for putting 5 dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So process will be same for from B. Time for 5 ticks, 5/50 seconds. So 0.1 second. Distance is 3.4 centimeter for B portion. Distance traveled 3.4. Thus velocity is 3.4, means total distance over total time. So solve it on the calculator. This will be the velocity for B portion. Okay, now requirement is acceleration. So look now, for acceleration now the time between from here to here, the total ticks are 40 ticks. So look now, first we will find the time for 40 ticks. The method will be same, 40/50. So this is the time for putting 40 ticks from A to B. Now the formula will be used. Average acceleration is equal to velocity change over time. So delta V over T, V minus U over T. V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity. So 34 minus 18. Look now, and time is 0.8 seconds. So solve it on the calculator. You will get the acceleration. So this is the average acceleration for the journey. The second requirement is find the distance traveled. So look now. The second thing is distance traveled is average velocity multiplied by time. This is the formula used for distance traveled. So average velocity formula is V plus U over 2. Initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. So final velocity was 34, initial velocity was 18. So 18 plus 34 over 2 multiplied by time taken from A to B is 0.8. So putting it into the formula, here is the distance traveled. Here is another question. The diagram shows a trolley on a horizontal bench. Here is a trolley. A scale pen is attached to one end of the trolley by means of the light string which runs over a pulley. So here is a pulley, here is a pen that is attached to one end of the trolley. A paper tape which runs through a ticker timer. So this is a tape which is running through ticker timer, is attached to the other end of the trolley. So other end is attached to the trolley. When a small mass is put into the pen and the trolley is given a gentle push, a series of the dots is obtained on the tape as shown in the below. So here is the tape which is obtained, and here are the dots which the pin is putting. Okay, only every 10th dot is shown. So be very careful. Every 10th dot is given. So it means 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, and up to so on. So every 10th dot is shown. The time interval between each dot shown in the diagram is 1 by 5 seconds. So remember, the time from this to this is 1 by 5 seconds, because this is actually every 10th. So for every one dot, the time is 1 by 50. You remember in the previous question that you used. So for every 10, that will be 10 by 50. So 10 by 50 stand for 1 by 5. So look now, this is the same thing. Don't confuse. So this is the same thing, that is 1 by 5 second for every dot, because this is every 10th dot. Okay, move forward now. This one box represent 1 centimeter, and every one box is containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small boxes. So it means if 5 small boxes are representing a distance of 1 centimeter, so one small box will be 0.2, because 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2, 5 times of 0.2 is 1 centimeter. So 5 small boxes representing 1 centimeter. So it means every one small box will represent 0.2 centimeter. Okay. What conclusion can you draw from the dots? Because dots are at the same distance. If you check, every dot is at the 5th small box. So that's why it can be concluded that the acceleration is uniform. The trolley is traveling with a constant velocity. This is the conclusion. Okay, move forward. An extra mass is put into the pen, the trolley is released, and a series of the dots is obtained as shown below. Because an extra weight is put into the pen, so definitely the speed of the velocity will be increased. That's why distance between successive dots will be increased. Look at the distance. Here will be increased, here will be increased, because the trolley is moving at increasing speed now. Speed is increasing now. So that's why these kind of the dots now obtained. Okay. Again, only every 10th dot is shown. So remember one thing, this is every 10th dot. From this diagram, find the average speed u between P and Q. So the time from P to Q is 1 by 5 second. Remember, because this is every 10th dot, because for one dot time will be 1 by 50, for every 10th dot 10 by 5 or 10 by 50, that will be 1 by 5, and in other words, in decimal form, that is 0.2. So actually time from P to Q is 0.2 second. Now for finding speed, total distance over total time, so actually we are going to find the total distance between P and Q, because this is first part. And in the previous part, we have decided that every one small dot representing 0.2 centimeter. So look now, from P to Q, 1, 2, 3, 4 small boxes are there. So it means the distance between P and Q will be 0.8 centimeter. So distance is 0.8 centimeter and time is 1 by 5, that is 0.2. So 0.8 over 0.2. So look now, 0.8 over 0.2. Solve it on the calculator. This will be the answer. So if you have learned this, if you have understand this part, second part is same. Find the average speed between T and W. So time between T and W will be the same, because this is every 10th dot. So every 10th dot will take 0.2 seconds. Okay, time will be same. Now distance is the requirement. So look now, 5 small boxes, 5 small boxes and 2 small boxes. So it means from T to W there are 12 small boxes. And this is actually 1 centimeter. So one big box was representing 1 centimeter. Look now in the previous part. Look now, one big box representing 1 centimeter. So this will 1 centimeter, this will 2 centimeter, and this will be 1 and 2, so 0.4. So it means 2.4 centimeter is the distance between them. So 2.4 will put in the numerator, because that is distance. time is 0.2. So 2.4 over 0.2. So look now, 2.4 over 0.2. Solve it on the calculator, you will get the answer. Third part is, show that the acceleration of the trolley is constant. So because the trolley is moving with increasing speed, so look now, from P to Q there are 4 dots, from P to R, Q to R there are 6 dots, so two small boxes are increased. Here are 6, here are 4, so 4, 6, here are 8. Look now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for every successive dot, 2 small boxes are increasing. So it means for every successive dot, 2 small boxes are increasing. So it means the acceleration of the trolley is constant because rate of change of velocity is uniform. Look now, the acceleration is constant because in equal intervals of time, the distance traveled always increase by the same amount. In this case, 0.4 centimeter, that is 2 small squares. Final part, find the acceleration of the trolley. So look now, for first part, you have find the velocity u. In second part, you have find the velocity v. So final velocity and initial velocity are with you. Okay. And time is also there because from P to T and W. So there are 4 actually equal parts. So 4 into 0.2 because for every 10th dot time taken is 0.2. So V minus U, that is V is 12, U is 4. So 12 minus 4 divided by, there are 4 portions of 0.2, so 4 into 0.2. So look now, 12 minus 4 over 4 into 0.2. Solve it on the calculator, you will get the answer. So this is the acceleration. Okay, moving ahead. The last question is, a ticker timer makes 50 dots every second. A tape moving with constant velocity passes through the ticker timer. The distance between dot 5 and dot 7. So it means between dot 5 and dot 7 there will be actually 2 dots. What is the velocity of the tape? So tape travels 1 centimeter in, because 2 dots are put. So 2 by 50, it means 1 by 25th second is taken from 5th to 7th. So velocity is total distance over total time. So look now, the distance given is 1 centimeter. So total distance over total time, that is 1 by 25. So if you solve it on the calculator, the fraction from the denominator will come to the numerator in reciprocal form. So 5 over 1. So 25 is the answer. So this was the topic, students. A tricky one, no doubt. But if you concentrate, there are some things to remember. Some technicalities are there. So try to understand them. Read this lecture again, make your notes and learn it. Thank you so much.